Monday, July the 20th, and I want to read this morning from Psalm 27. I've done one before over the first few verses, but I want to go toward the middle, starting with verse 7. Hear, O Lord, when I cry with my voice, and be gracious to me and answer me. When you said, seek my face, my heart said to you, your face, O Lord, I shall seek. Do not hide your face from me. Do not turn your servant away in anger. You have been my help. Do not abandon me, nor forsake me, O God of my salvation. For my father and my mother have forsaken me, but the Lord will take me up. These four verses are at a difficult time for David whenever he's hiding out from people who are trying to kill him. He's feeling like everybody's abandoning him. He feels like only God's really the one that he can go to and discuss these things with, and to bring his fears, frustrations, and all of the things that are gonna be difficult. And yet, with all this fear that is being brought forth here, with all of this that is going on, he never let his doubts paralyze him. He never let his doubts realize that he was going to be able to succeed and still trust in the Lord. These last two verses, 13 and 14, kind of express that when he writes this. I would have despaired unless I had believed that I would see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait for the Lord. Be strong and let your heart take courage. Yes, wait for the Lord. I really think that there's some things we can gain from this, especially in this current time, because fear seems to be running rampant all over the place. It doesn't help, I know, when we have different areas of government that take information and suddenly use it to try and make us more afraid of this, that, or the other. There are those that are afraid of losing rights. I fully understand that fear. Because I do believe that there are things that we are losing during this time that we may never be able to get back. There's a lot of fear and there's a lot of fear-mongering going on out in the world today. And through it all, we need to have the same mind as David, that we need to realize that we could despair, and we would have despaired, except we have believed that we would see the goodness of the Lord. Now, as a Christian, we've already seen the goodness of the Lord. Why? Because we have recognized our need for Christ and have recognized the fact that He is the source of salvation. We have seen the goodness of the Lord. The second part of the land of the living, that's harder, because this world by nature is a fallen world. It's harder to see the goodness of the Lord. But this morning, I got to see some of the goodness of the Lord. Was it a person? No. As I was walking out the door to come to the office to do this very devotion, I looked out and another pair of animals in the backyard just hanging out. It was a mama deer and a baby just kind of walking around that backyard of the church between the parking lot and this little forest grove that seems to be in the bottom of the valley there behind us. And they were just moving around. The sunlight was shining down. It's actually a very beautiful morning. It is really hard, if you're looking for it and waiting for it, to see things like that and not recognize the goodness of the Lord. And honestly, there are times in this days of fear and awkwardness and craziness that's going on around us, when sometimes that little glimpse of the glory of the Lord is enough to kind of get you going and get you through. We need to wait upon the Lord. We need to look for His goodness in this land of the living. And if you do those things, I guarantee you will see it. And that will help you move forward and keep you from despairing. I hope you have a good day today, and we will see you tomorrow.